What to do when he doesn't want you anymore. I remember the day this couple got married. It was quite the pomp and circumstance wedding. All the bells and whistles were provided, to say the least. Many felt these two had not really taken enough time to get to know each other. Sheer desperation can spell disaster in some cases. Getting to the point, here are a few things I noticed about two couples that just didn't sit right with me and sadly eventually spelled the end of a perfect wedding. Point 1. He constantly ignored his wife. After a few short years, this guy was already tuning his wife out. I would be in the car with them and could tell he wasn't listening to a word she ever said. I suppose she shrugged it off as though he were having trouble hearing, but I knew better. Look out, this could be a first step towards a breach in your marriage. Point 2. She made all the decisions. She may not have been aware of it, but she was clearly wearing the pants in the family, and I could tell he didn't like this way, but clearly he had sided on the course of least resistance and handed the throne to his wife. This is definitely not a good sign. I felt like her husband must have been a homemade idiot the way she had to closely monitor every word he said. Look out, this could be the straw that will break your marriage, and he definitely will stop wanting you if you take over. Point 3. Constant criticism. I'm not Einstein, but the way these two constantly rode each other about little imperfections each one possessed surely could not make for the perfect sexual encounter at the end of the day. Surely, such backbiting could only eventually spell disaster, and it I think was an underlying and possibly undetected eroding of the marriages in which I speak. If an outsider can detect a lack of love in a couple, watch out. You may need help to save your marriage. Of course, both of these marriages could have been saved if these telltale signs had been taken more seriously. To get your mate to love you again, basically, you will need to address possible problems every day and make your mate talk to you. Realizing that marriage is made up of two good forgivers adds longevity to a marriage. Mainly, women should notice signs of your man not wanting you anymore and nip whatever the problem is in the bud right away. Ask him why he is ignoring you. Perhaps it's something you are not even aware of. Hand the reins of the family back to him. Every man loves a wife who knows he is the head of the family and wants him to be. He will love you again for that. Add more "I love yous" and "thank you, honey" to your conversations. This will put a smile on his and your heart. Mainly, you must fight for your marriage.